Hey everybody, Koricon Nala here, and we're going to be looking at the trailer for a new Hindi film called A Gentleman. This is a sequel to the 2014 movie Bang Bang, which is Bang Bang is a remake of the Tom Cruise Cameron Diaz movie Night and Day. So I know what kind of genre and feel tone we're going to go for in this movie. You know, it's going to be an action movie, but a lighter, humorous side to it, like not super serious action. I really love these posters. They're very clean. The drawing, the artistry of it looks really good. I'm obsessed with the color blue, so it really pops out at me personally. I have a subconscious obsession with the color blue, so I notice everything blue, and that tingles my brain. I like the font. I just like the way the posters look. I mean, they look intriguing. I want to check out this movie just from the posters. So whoever made those posters, good one. I'm impressed. All right, so let's check out this trailer, and we'll see what they got from us. It comes from Fox Star Hindi. जब जब जिसके लगने तब तब उसके लगते हैं उसे इत्तेफाक का हो या फिर what the I like that shot. I just bought this house. तेरी पूरी जिंदगी में रिवर्स में चलती घर खरीद लिया मिनीवैन खरीद लिया सिर्फ लड़की का होना तुम्हारे जैसे लड़के को ना सिर्फ तुम सब करना कहते हैं तुम्हें शादी कर लेनी चाहिए वैसे हम तो वही है क्या खराबी है इसमें कोई खराबी नहीं है बस यही तो खराबी है कुछ ज्यादा ही सेफ है यार काशी थोड़ा सा और Yeah, I was right. It's going to have a light humor to the action. I like that. Oh, that was nice. I'm liking some of these wide shots with the motorcycles.
Yes. You Rishi? Sorry, Rishi कौन? ऋषि चलो हमारे साथ रॉन्ग है मेरा नाम ऋषि नहीं फॉलो हिम कैच हिम ग्रैब हिम हां ऑलवेज डेड ऑन टाइम दोस्त अंकल कितनी पॉजिटिव वाइब्स है इस घर में
The music's pretty catchy and it fits the tone of the trailer, so that's good. Especially those location shots. It fits that kind of beach. That was cool. Okay, that ending really helps with the setting the tone. Like, I think this is a perfect example of the humor in the movie. You know, you have a long, somewhat uninterrupted shot. It's very simple and a clean humor. Just this guy on the top of a building that's masked, and there's no music. You get to hear what's going on. You can hear him breathing and jumping, and the guy yelling shit, 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 shit. See, that's good. That's good humor. I like it when when movies that understand their humor, they understand the comedy that's involved. It's not heavy-handed. It's not slapstick and over the top. It's funny, and the way that they play that joke where they don't have any music at all, I like that. However, all right, so this scene right here, that just looks like that Fast and Furious movie where they do the building jump. However, I do like the fact that they get stuck in between the two buildings. That goes along with the humor in the movie, so I thought that was good. The one thing I was not impressed about was this scene right here. The blue screen is very obvious. Like, you can, even in the picture still, I can see it. But especially when there's the movement, that movement right there, I mean, it's very obvious green screen. I don't know, maybe that could have been cleaner. However, it's probably a very, very short scene and inconsequential. I'm nitpicking right now, very nitpicking. The location shots look great. Of course, you know, make all the ladies swoon. Abs. The ladies like him. But I like the beach. I like this drone shot. That's a great looking drone shot. It's a very clean drone that wasn't long enough, and they cut too many times. But I think in the movie they're not going to be cutting. They're just doing that for the trailer. In the movie itself, it's probably used for maybe location establishment shots, either the opening credit sequence or when he first buys the house and he moves to the area. They might be doing those drone shots as a location setup so that you kind of know where everything is. Yeah, so the story sound from the trailer has a very nice flow to it. You have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. If anything, it might be giving away a little too much. If they cut the trailer down to maybe 2 minutes, then it wouldn't give away as much about the movie. Because as it stands, I think after seeing the trailer, I know the entire movie. I know exactly what's going to happen for every beat throughout both intervals. So it's more of, I'm going to go to see a lot of the humor and the action and just have fun and enjoy the movie, which is what this movie is for. It's not meant to be critiqued as like a serious film. It's meant to have fun. Go and have fun. So it looks like a movie I would enjoy, that's for sure. I would just wonder if the first interval or the beginning part of the movie might drag. If it's going to be slow just to pad the time to get the first interval to match the second interval. That would be my only concern. The action sequences, like, that was pretty funny when he falls and the two guys are watching. That's a standard joke, but it's always a funny one, I think. This one with the guy with the phone, I really like that. It's simple but funny. He's like, God damn, they always hang up in time. The motorcycle stunt, I'm trying to find it. Who's back here? Oh, you got the workout montage without a shirt. You got to have one of those. See, I like that I like that those are wider shots. This one is pretty much, these are close-ups, but you still get to see stuff in the background. But that is a wider shot. That, I like that, not only because it's blue, but I like the look of the columns and the archways, and that it looks like it's like going on forever in the background. But then you've got the guys with the suave suits, and they're doing the, they're doing the walk towards the camera, the standard kind of action thing. However, the marble on the sides, the way the floor looks, I enjoy that shot. It's well framed. It's very symmetrical with the pillars and the arches. He's in perfect center frame. It looks cool. I mean, I like that. It could be a poster. So these motorcycle shots, you can see the camera's pulled back. They're showing all of the action in there. My only concern is right there in that one, they had 3 cuts to show one thing. So you had, like, this looks great. You've got at least 3 motorcycles, a car. You're establishing where they're going with the building in the background. You get a lot of information in, a short frame. But then this scene, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts just for a motorcycle falling down. So, like, that's too many edits. You can do that in one edit. You could do that as the guy coming towards the camera, drops the motorcycle, slides towards the camera and goes right past underneath, or goes right past to the side. And it would be a nice, clean, great action sequence. But when you do those multiple cuts, the audience has to reacclimate with every edit. So they have, and those edits are so short that it's hard to acclimate again. Like, a lot of people may not even know that there were 4 edits there. They might think it's 2, the beginning and the end. They would miss the middle 2 edits. It looks cleaner and better if you just do it in one shot, maybe 2 if it's a long enough sequence. But that should have been done in 1, my personal opinion. But I've rambled on enough. So what do you guys think? I think this looks good. I want to see it. I actually really want to see this one. I think the humor is on point. My only concern really is with the drama might drag out in the first interval to pad the time, and that some of those stunt sequences will have too many edits. However, the other stuff has wider shots and smoother edits, so it could just be smaller bits and pieces that have those short edits in there. I think for the most part, the action is probably going to look really good. So I'm on board. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's better than the sequel Bang Bang? Do you like the Tom Cruise movie Night and Day? I think this goes along the same kind of lines with the more humor, though. This has more humor. So let's go to today's question. Comes from AJ Roshan. Is Koricon your real name? I guess not. No, Koricon is not my real name. Koricon is a name I created back in the late 80s, early 90s when we played Dungeons and Dragons, the paper dice game, dice rolling. And it was my character name. And then when the internet went public in 92, I just used it as my online persona, and whenever I played a game or created something and it asked for my name, I would put Koricon in. So it just kind of evolved into my online persona, and I use it for whenever I play a game or anything that requires a character identity. I use the name Koricon. My real name, though, is Matt Steininger. And you might see me popping up in some other places, because one of my announcements that I wanted to share is I joined a nonprofit in my city that's running a local newspaper. And I'm going to be their like videographer and interviewer, that kind of thing. So there's going to be videos for those of you that like to just watch whatever I do, no matter what it is. There's a couple of you out there. Maybe 2 or 3. But for those of you that like to see whatever it is that I'm doing, it's not related to my YouTube channel, so those videos are not going to be on YouTube. But you can watch them if you go to longmontobserver.org. That's where all of our local city newspaper stuff is, and in the videos tab is where all of their video content will be. They contacted me because they wanted to put my movie reviews up there since I live in the town. And I said, of course, and it just evolved into me becoming part of the team and doing videography. So I had been in meetings with them for the past few weeks, and we did our first interview today, which I've got to edit tonight. And that's an interview with a local business owner. So if that's something you're interested to see, like my other life, I guess you would call it, which is not really, I mean, it's the same person. I'm just saying Matt Steininger instead of Koricon Nala. But you can check that out. I'll have a link in the description below. Show them some love. They're a small, local, small town paper, and they're fairly new, so we're growing. But let me know your guys' thoughts. You can ask me questions on Twitter using the hashtag AskKoricon, or on my Discord server, put them in the room, questions for videos, and I will put them in some of my trailer reactions. I try and answer questions in all of my trailer reactions, except for when I do those marathons like I did a couple of days ago, just because there's so many of them, I can't spend the extra time to do that. If you're on VidMe, upvote this, give me a follow, and share it around. If you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you on the next video.